Year 10 and 11 welcomed 2 example responses on the character of Mercutio and his role within the play Romeo and Juliet. There's 2 different students who both achieved a band 6, which is your grade 7, 8 and 9 response. I've got 2 different examples because they analysed different quotations and naturally they have different writing styles. So this is student 1. In the extract, Mercutio humorously attempts to persuade Romeo to attend the Capulets' ball. He mocks Romeo's excessive romantic imagery constantly, as he believes in a more physical side of love. He is Romeo's foil in the way he sees love. To highlight the ridiculousness of romanticism, Mercutio jokes to Romeo, "Borrow Cupid's wings" is a fanciful and fantasy-like idea. To Mercutio, an anti-romantic, the idea of borrowing Cupid's wings is as ridiculous as the idea of love. Alternatively, the noun wings suggests Mercutio is telling Romeo not to be so weighed down by his infatuation with one woman, but to be free. Flying has connotations of freedom, and turn to a less emotional side of love. When he says to soar above a common bound, we could infer that this is representative of Mercutio's superficial, driven by appearance side of love. The adjective common suggests this could be metaphorical of the ordinary and plain. Linking this with Mercutio's pointing out of Rosaline's flaws in seeing by her high forehead and scarlet lip suggests he is talking metaphorically about the appearance of women. Mercutio would thus be advising Romeo to look only at appearance and set his sights high, to fly above the ordinary in appearance and stop being held back by emotions. In this interpretation, his reference to Cupid would suggest that to him this is love. As the lines are written in iambic pentameter, often used symbolically of the heart or power, we get the sense that Mercutio is either very sincere in his mockery or passionate that his views of love are correct. As the use follows Romeo's use of the same device, he could easily be mocking it. Mercutio's name comes from mercurial, meaning unpredictable. It is interesting, therefore, that his death is the peripeteia of the play. And follows the marriage of Romeo and Juliet. Unpredictability is not so far removed from fate. Mercutio could be metaphorical of fate and therefore his role could be as a catalyst. Mercutio appears few times in the play, but does appear crucially before Romeo and Juliet meet and after they are wed. He, as an Elizabethan man, would be expected to see Romeo's refusal to fight Tybalt as dishonourable and vile, interjecting consequently. Fate is metaphorically taking control. Romeo states he is fortune's fool and he feels mocked by it. As previously mentioned, Romeo is mocked by Mercutio. I'm going to bring up the other band 6 response now, which is analysed different quotations, but again would hit the higher grades. This is student 2, again different writing style, analyses different quotations, but again hits the higher band. Mercutio is a comical character of whom draws upon the conventions of physical love. In this sense, Mercutio is a foil to Romeo, as he believes in spiritual love rather than Mercutio's objectification of women for sexual purposes. He mocks Romeo's cliched devices by saying, "If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking and you beat love down." Structurally, the subordinate clause, prick love for pricking, contrasts love with violence. In terms of syntax, the abstract noun love is placed between prick to imply Romeo's love will end in doom. In addition, another case of foreshadowing is at Act 3, Scene 1. As Mercutio dies, he curses the Capulets and Montagues with "a plague on both your houses." The noun plague is arguably an extended metaphor for fate. To elaborate, Friar John cannot send Romeo's letter due to an outbreak of plague in a village. This becomes more poignant as we know that after the peripeteia in the play, the tragic hero Romeo experiences a downfall. Mercutio heightens his comical role, especially by punning and making witty jokes throughout. Whilst dying, Mercutio says, "You will find me a grave man." This refers to being serious or having died and buried. In the extract, Mercutio speaks in iambic pentameter. Possibly this intensifies the idea that Mercutio has power over Romeo. He divides their beliefs, specifically with the abstract noun burden, as it enhances Mercutio's belief that Romeo is simply lusting Rosaline rather than displaying the ideas of love. Even though he conveys love as a physical act, he ironically uses the image of Cupid to reinforce that Romeo's love is artificial. In the patriarchal society of the Elizabethan era, men were extremely engrossed in protecting their honour. Although Mercutio doesn't belong to the Capulet nor Montague family, he is respectful and aligns himself with the Montagues. When Romeo fails to fight Tybalt, Mercutio steps in with "O calm, vile, dishonourable submission." His name, derived from mercurial, means unpredictable, further expresses Mercutio's nature. That was as much as the student got. It was a timed response of 45 minutes, much like the exam. But again, you can see the close analysis, the use of the entire play, mention of context. I hope this has been useful. If you need anything else, there is an entire playlist on Romeo and Juliet with detailed videos. Just type Stacey Ray into YouTube, and massive good luck in your English literature exam.